slow day. Come to a seat on your mat. I'm going to sit on a block. You can sit on a couple of folded towels or a block or on the floor. Sit up tall. Open your palms to the sky. Reach your crown upward, neck long. Let's begin by taking 3 collective breaths. Inhale through nose. Sigh it out your mouth. Inhale through nose, sit up a little taller. Exhale completely, sigh it out your mouth. One more, inhale through nose. Exhale, sigh it out mouth. Now bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Continue to sit up tall. Close your lips softly, soften your eyes or let them drift closed. Begin to breathe deeply in through your nose and out through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, feel your belly rise. Exhale, find a place to soften through your shoulders, face, hips. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now let your hands come to rest on your knees, up or down. Take a big inhale, roll your shoulders up. Exhale, drag them down your back. Inhale. Exhale, shoulder blades go down. Inhale. Exhale, back and down. One more. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Reverse. Inhale. Exhale, forward. Inhale, sit tall as you round. Exhale. A couple more. And exhale. And exhale. Interlace your fingers. Take a big inhale, sit tall. Exhale, press your palms out in front of you. Stretch through your upper back. Tuck your chin a little so your neck is long. Big deep breath. And soften. On your next inhale, reach your interlaced fingers overhead. Exhale, soften your shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, straighten your arms. Exhale, soften. Inhale. Exhale, let your fingertips reach behind you, interlace, and exhale as you open your chest broadly. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, soften. One more like that. And exhale. Release your fingers. Inhale, fingertips come overhead. Exhale, turn to the right, and exhale, lower your fingers, left fingers to right knee. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, keeping the neck safe. No torquing or straining, just gentle stretching. On your next inhale, fingertips reach up. Exhale, twist to the left from the belly button, and then exhale, lower right fingertips to left knee. Inhale, sit you up a little taller, as tall as you truly are. And exhale, look over your left shoulder. Find your breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let your fingers float down. One more sitting. Inhale, reach your hands up overhead. Interlace your fingers, bring them behind your head. Lift your chin a half inch and open your chest a little wider. Find your breath. down to your hands and knees. I gotta back up a little to get on my mat. I'll try to speak towards you as much as possible. Take a cat-cow here. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, look forward. Drop your belly. Cow. Exhale, round the spine. Beginning with the tailbone. Press down through your hand. Full cat. One more. Pause here in cow. Extend your neck long. Tailbone reaching up. Sway back. Find your breath. Take another inhale. Then on your exhale, begin rounding with the tailbone. Round all the way up to your neck, pressing away with your hands. Big stretch to the upper back. And release. Take an inhale, come to neutral. And on your exhale, press through your hands, grip with your fingers, lift your hip creases tall to the ceiling. Settle in, soften your shoulders back into the sockets, rotate your arms outward, and lift your hips taller. You can pedal out your feet, lifting one heel, then the other, warming up through the calf. You can pause with one heel down on the mat, getting a nice calf stretch. Wherever you are, find your breath, breathe deeply, don't hold your breath. And change as it feels good to you. They call this walking your dog, warming up through the calves. Now, lift your heels tall, take a big inhale, lift your hips tall, and then exhale, settle your heels down toward the mat. Stretching both calves, pressing away, dropping your chest through your shoulders, gently, not overstretching, thinking about taking your spine as long as possible. Now bring your toes together. On your next inhale, slide your right toes back and lift them behind you. Anchor your left heel down toward the earth. Rotate your right thigh inward, three-legged dog. Pressing away with your hands. Keep a little gentle, don't hyperextend your elbows. You can press through those knuckles and grip with your palms to prevent that. Let your head hang. From here, bend your right knee and open your hip. Think of stacking your right hip on top of your left. Opening up the hip. Pressing evenly through your hands so that your shoulders are not caught to one side or the other. Now we're going to rotate our knee to warm up our hip joint. Take a clockwise circle with your knee. Remember not to dump into your wrist. And rotate the other direction. Warming up. Now come back to your stack position, then straighten your leg and straighten your hip so that your right hip is the same level with your left hip. Take another inhale, reach your pointed toe long, and then exhale, set it down. Pedal out your feet, walk your dog. Come to stillness, find your down dog, anchor through your right heel, and inhale, lift your left leg long. Point your toe, engage your left thigh. Now flex your foot and bend your left leg at the knee. And then stack your left hip over your right hip, keeping your left ankle flexed so that protecting your knee. Pressing evenly through your hands, shoulders soft and even. And then take a little revolution, a circle with your knee, slowly moving it around. Use some control here, and then reverse. Warming up through our hip. Now, bring your leg back straight. Engage your left thigh, point your toe. Think about evening your hips, and then set it down. Walk your dog. From here, let's just take a little break. Give our wrists a rest. Sit back into your child's pose. Let your head come to the mat or in front of you, wherever you are. Rotate your wrists. Rotate them the other way. They get tired if you're not used to this. And then wiggle your fingers out. Wherever you are, take deep breaths. All right, now we're moving on to the fun stuff. My favorite, the Warrior Series. So I'm just gonna pull my shirt down. Come up to tabletop, curl your toes under, grip through your palms, find that good hand position. Take a big inhale, neck long. Exhale, lift your hips up tall. Bring your toes together. Press away with your hands. On your inhale, lift your right foot tall in the air. On your exhale, begin to shift your weight forward so your right shoulder is right over your right wrist. Bring your knee into the chest on an exhale, and then set your right foot down. It may end up back here. Just walk it on up there so that it's in between your hands. Once you arrive, inhale, look forward, come onto your fingertips, lift your chest forward and through, long neck, engage through your back left thigh. This is a low lunge. From here, lower your left heel. Right knee directly over right ankle. Press through your right foot. Come up onto your fingertips. Squeeze your belly. We're going to rise up to standing. So press through your right foot. Press through your left foot. If you know you're not going to make it, bring your hands to your knees. But otherwise, squeeze your core. Inhale, rise up to Warrior One. All right, bring your hands to your waist. Give them a break. Pausing, Warrior One feet, right toes toward the front of the mat. Left foot, toes pointed out about 30 degrees, pressing through the pinky edge of your left foot. Engage your left thigh. Take a big inhale, stand tall, and bend your right knee. Take a look, it should be right over your right ankle. You should be able to see your toes. You should be pressing through your front foot and your back foot. Knee should not be bending inward. It should be pressing outward, but remaining directly over your ankle. Find another breath and rotate your ribs toward the front edge of your mat so you're lined up, your ribs, shoulders, hips. Take a big inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Engage your biceps and triceps. Press through your feet. Take another inhale, reach up. Exhale, settle down, bend your knee a little. If it hurts your knee in any way, back off. Stand back up a little straighter. From here, take another inhale, and on your exhale, open your hips outward. You're going to be toward, mine will be opening toward the back of my mat, and reach your arms forward for Warrior Two. So right knee still over right ankle. Left foot is more parallel to the back of your mat because you've turned your hips a little to the left so that they're opening up. Take a big inhale. Make your arms as strong and tight as possible. And exhale, settle down a little into your bend. Again, if your knees bother you, just don't go as much. Pressing through your right foot, pressing through your left foot. On your next inhale, straighten your right leg, flip your palms up, and bring your fingertips forward. Take another inhale, and exhale lower. Back to Warrior Two. Let's do two more like that. This is our dancing warrior. Inhale, straighten your front leg, and exhale lower. Inhale, straighten, exhale lower. On your next inhale, drop your left fingertips, flip up your right palm, reach up and over for reverse warrior. So feet are still the same, Warrior Two feet, right arm reaching up and over, strong and engaged, right shoulder soft, gaze can be a little down or up toward your fingers. Inhale back up to Warrior Two. Exhale, place your right elbow on your right knee and lift your left arm up and over. This is called bent angle, shoulder soft. Don't strain your shoulder long away from you. You're settling in soft, so keep your left arm strong and engaged. Try not to dump into your elbow on the right side. Lift up tall. Inhale, rise back up to Warrior Two. Take a little break, straighten your leg. On your exhale, bend your front knee. Cartwheel your arms down, frame your right foot, lift your back heel, step back to downward facing dog. Pause there for a breath. Take an inhale, and then Exhale, shift forward. You're in plank. Lower your knees. Take another inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way to the earth. And turn your head to the right and take a little break. Deep breath. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. We're going to do a couple of cobras. So bring your chin back to the mat. Your hands are under your shoulders or maybe pull back and pinch. Bring your elbows in. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Inhale, rise up. Feel your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Keep your neck long. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. This is a back bend. Exhale, lower. One more like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. On this next one, we're going to hold it. Inhale, lift. Couple of breaths. Press down to the top of your feet. Hug your elbows in. Lift your rib cage out of your low pelvis. One more breath. And exhale, lower. Turn your head to the right. Send your hands down beside your hips. Take a break. Now bring your hands back under your shoulders, curl your toes under. Inhale back up to table, and exhale, lift your hips tall. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts tall. Exhale, shift forward, knee comes into chest, and then goes between your thumbs. You may have to take your hand and work it back up there to get it all the way in front. Once you arrive, you're in low lunge. Knee over ankle. Spine long, crown of head reaching toward the front of the mat. Right thigh engaged. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower your right heel. Come up on your fingertips. Get to a good place where you can push through that back foot and push through your front foot, knowing you can bring your hands to your knees to rise up if you need to. If you don't need to, squeeze your belly. On your inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Settle in. Bring your hands to your hip for just a couple of breaths so you can square off nicely. Check your feet, left toes toward the front of the mat. Right toes about 30 degrees outward. Hips, rib cage, shoulders lined up with the front of the mat. I mean, that's a goal. Again, we're not Barbie, so it may not happen today or ever. Take a big inhale, settle down, bend your knee a little more, check your knee, make sure it's over your ankle, but you have the sensation of pressing it open. What you don't want is for it to lean in and cause pressure on your tendons. So on your next inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Take another big inhale and settle in, pressing through that back foot, pressing through your front foot, lifting your rib cage out of your torso. On your next inhale, fill up your lungs, and then exhale, open your arms up to the side. I wish I would have done this side first so I could see you, see the camera. Okay, so here we are in our Warrior Two. The difference from Warrior One, your hips are open. So they're open to the long edge of your mat. Arms reaching forward, front foot still toes toward the short end of the mat. Back foot is a little more open, parallel to the back edge of the mat. Right thigh still strongly engaged, pressing away. Arms reaching, maybe your gaze goes towards your front fingers. Pause here for a couple of breaths. On your next inhale, straighten your front leg, let your fingertips come up tall. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. And obviously your legs don't have to be as wide as mine. This is not my first day. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. All right, let your back fingertips drop to your back leg. Flip your front palm, take a big inhale. Exhale, reach up and over for reverse warrior. Big stretch up the left side of your body. Gaze can be down, or if your neck allows, you can look up towards your fingertips. Rotating that top hand inward, strong arms. Inhale, back up to Warrior Two. Take a little gentle lean over on your left front leg with your elbow, and then exhale, reach up and over for bent ankle. Soft shoulder, strong right arm by your right ear, chest open, pressing through your feet. On your next inhale, press through your front foot, rise back up to warrior two. Straighten your leg to take a little break. Take another big inhale. Bend your front leg and then cartwheel your arms down to frame your front foot. Lift your back heel. Place your palms on the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Take a big inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower your knees. Take another inhale, exhale, lower all the way to the earth. And turn your head to the left for a little break. Pause there. Couple of breaths, recovery. From here, press your toes into the mat. Bring your chin back, straight ahead on the mat. Interlace your fingers behind your back. If you cannot reach your fingers to interlace, just reach your fingertips straight back. Otherwise, press your pelvis into the mat, press your feet into the mat. Inhale, lift your chest for locust. On your next inhale, lift your toes, if you can. Or lift your hips or your toes. Take a few deep breaths. And release. Turn your head to the right. Pause there. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Slide your fingertips back an inch or two and press up onto the tabletop. From here, place your right elbow on the mat. Place your left elbow on the mat. Interlace your fingers. Curl your toes and lift that up into plank position. This is half plank. Pause here for 5 breaths. If you need to put your toes down, you can do that. You can lower your knees at any time. Inhale, lift them back up if you want to stay in your plank. 5 more breaths. 1, neck long. 2, pressing down through your forearms. 3, squeezing through your belly button. 4, pressing back with your heels. And 5, lower back down. Bring your hands under your shoulders. And then turn around to seated. Stretch your legs out long in front of you. Bend your right knee. Cross it over your left leg. Take a big inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn to the right and lower your left elbow to the outside of your left knee. Inhale, sits you up taller. Exhale, and a little further down. And release. Bring your right leg long, bring your left leg across. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale to the left, lower your right elbow outside your left knee. Deep breaths. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. So from here, I would like to stretch our hips a little more. So I'm going to face you. So sit with your legs crossed. Option 1, right leg in front of left leg. Inhale, sit up tall and walk your fingertips out long, just until you feel that stretch in your right hip. Basil's coming to visit again. So that's option 1. Option 2 is to make your legs in the shape of a square, so that your right shin sits directly on top of your left, so that you're in as much of a square or a box as you can. So your feet are a little ways away from you. If this is an option for you, sit up tall and then exhale, begin to walk forward. This is called fire log. and it's pretty intense in your hip. So pause there, breathing deeply wherever you are. If you're either position, if you're in the first option or the second, if you need to come out to take a break, and then settle back in. Cautioning not to overstretch through the hip there or the low back. You can let your head hang if you like. Wherever you are, settle in. Enjoy the stretch. Another good option is pigeon. So if you still feel like your hips are really tight after this, and you know that, you could do it before or after Shavasana. Find your breath. Begin to soften. From here, slowly come back up to sitting, and let's change legs. So it's either left foot in front of right, so not a true crisscross applesauce. Left in front of right. You know, don't forget you can use that padding under your ankle bones if that's a problem for you, if your bat's not really thick. Or the fire log, where you make as much of a right angle with your knees as you can, stacking your left directly over your right. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, begin to walk your fingers out in front of you. Pause when you get that first sensation. Stay there for 2 or 3 breaths with a long neck. Not overstretching. No pain involved. Another alternative to this is figure 4, if that works better for you. You can lie on your back and cross your ankle over your thigh, like we've done in previous videos. Feel free to lower your elbows as you get a little release through that upper hip. Again, this can be very intense, so find what's comfortable. No overstretching. Settle in. So we worked our hips a lot today, hip openers. The reason they're good is they're good for our mobility. When our hips move better, we put less strain on our tendons and ligaments in our knees, so it actually helps to protect that. We also worked a lot of strength in our legs, and that's what we need, is that strong quadriceps, so we can get up and down, so we can lower onto the floor, so we can get up, not using our hands if we need to. So if you fall down, you can be able to get up. The other motivating line I like to say is we all want to be able to sit on the floor with our grandkids. So we need to be able to get up and down. And that's one of the big bonuses of yoga, is to keep our mobility, to improve our mobility, so we can move and do the kinds of activities in life that we want to do. If you haven't already, you can let your head hang for a couple more breaths. And slowly begin to roll up to sitting. Let's just sit in our cross-leg position today for our Shavasana. If you want to lie down, feel free. So you can sit with your palms open and receptive. You can reach your crown tall, or you can bring your hands to heart center and take a little bow in gratitude. Wherever you are, let your breath come naturally, evenly. Come to complete stillness. It's a practice, being able to sit still, to take a moment, to enjoy quietness, solitude, so we can notice, so we can clear our minds to make good decisions, so we can notice the details, keep the details straight, make informed, knowledgeable choices. Practice. every